Welcome back to T-Facts, where we dive deep into the latest and greatest from the world of Survivor. Today, we have some exciting updates that every fan won't want to miss. Let's jump right into the unique stories that have everyone buzzing from Survivor 48. In a fascinating discussion, Survivor host Jeff Probst reveals why the beloved Schoolyard picks, a classic element of earlier seasons, have been absent for the past 31 seasons. What does he think about the potential return of this controversial twist? Stay tuned as we break down his thoughts. Get a sneak peek into an exclusive deleted scene featuring Mary Zheng on Survivor 48. Watch as she navigates the ups and downs of her game and receives some unexpected good news that could change her fate in the competition. Will it be enough to turn her luck around? Curious about who stands out in the new era of Survivor? We've compiled a list of the best players from the last few seasons, highlighting their strategies, key moments, and what made them fan favorites. Find out if your favorites made the cut. Lastly, we'll analyze Kevin Leung's emotional journey and surprising exit following a painful shoulder injury. Hear him share insights on his experience and how he grappled with the obstacles he faced in the competition. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss an update. Let's dive right into today's stories. In a recent episode of the On Fire with Jeff Probst podcast, Survivor host Jeff Probst opened up about the long-standing absence of Schoolyard picks in the game's tribe selection process. Fans of the show will remember that Schoolyard picks were once a staple in the early seasons of Survivor, creating dramatic moments and, of course, some controversial outcomes. The last time we saw this classic twist was in Season 17, Gabon, over 3 decades ago. Probst explained that while Schoolyard picks can be fun and engaging, they also come with risks. He recalled the infamous moment from Season 10, Survivor. Palau, when 2 players, Jonathan Libby and Wanda Shirk, were left unpicked and immediately eliminated, a shocking twist that left many viewers stunned. Probst reflected on how this method relies heavily on players' abilities to self-divide into even tribes, which doesn't always work in the show's favor. From a producer's standpoint, it can be terrifying to start a season that way, he shared. The last thing we want is a repeat of Palau, where one tribe decimates the other, leading to a lopsided competition. In the podcast, Probst also addressed fans' thoughts on whether the production team does well enough in picking tribes. He acknowledged that despite analysis and data-driven decisions, things don't always pan out as expected. As the conversation unfolded, co-host Jay Wolf brought up the tantalizing possibility of a return to Schoolyard picks, prompting Probst to laugh and respond, "There is a chance, yes," though he also reminded fans to manage their expectations. So what do you think, Survivor fans? Would you like to see the return of Schoolyard picks, or do you prefer the current methods of tribe selection? Let us know in the comments. Now, let's shift our focus to Mary Zheng and an exclusive deleted scene from Survivor 48 that highlights her journey. This season has been a roller coaster for Mary, a substance abuse counselor who was eager to show her water skills from day one. However, it hasn't been smooth sailing for her, as she found herself on the outs of her Vila tribe after a series of unfortunate events. In this exclusive clip, which you can watch on our channel, we see Mary experience a glimmer of hope as she receives some exciting news. The scene takes place on day 5 when the Vila tribe gathers around for tree mail. Their communication with the outside world is limited, and this day, they receive a clue for their next challenge. Kevin, a fellow tribe member, reads aloud, "Jump in, even if you can't swim, it's do or dive today. Strategies can change on a whim, and tonight another goes away." Mary's reaction is priceless. She can hardly contain her excitement, jumping in joy as she realizes that this challenge involves water, something she's been waiting for since she stepped onto the island. She shares in a confessional interview, "I'm elated because when Kevin reads it, it says that we're going to be in water. Water challenges were one of the reasons that I wanted to apply for the show." Her enthusiasm, however, is met with mixed emotions from her tribemates as they parse through the cryptic clue, attempting to uncover what the challenge might entail. Will they be swimming, rowing, jumping, or diving? As the tribe deliberates, Mary's determination shines through as she hopes that this time, she can take the lead and help her team turn their luck around. Ultimately, the challenge doesn't go exactly as she planned, but Mary certainly makes her presence known, showcasing her strengths in a pivotal moment. It's moments like these that remind us of the unpredictability and excitement that Survivor brings. What do you think will happen next for Mary? Can she rally her tribe to victory? Stay tuned as we follow her journey. Next up, let's talk about a thrilling topic that has Survivor fans buzzing: the best players of the new era. Season 41 marked the start of what many are calling Survivor 2, a shift that has brought new twists, strategies, and characters into the game. Today, we're ranking the standout players from the last several seasons, highlighting their unique gameplay styles and memorable moments. Carla Cruz-Godoy, who played in Survivor 43, made quite the impression with her charming personality and strategic gameplay. Despite her season not going as perfectly as she envisioned, she played her idol a bit too early at the final 6. Carla's social game was impeccable, helping her forge important alliances. Then there's Shan Smith from season 41, known for her savvy social maneuvers. As a pastor navigating the tough pre-merge phase on the struggling Yua tribe, Shan formed a dominant alliance with Ricard Foy and systematically eliminated her tribemates. Her leadership style brought her to the merge, where her status as a major threat ultimately led to her downfall at the final 8. Marianne Oakch from Survivor 42 was the ultimate underdog. Her youthfulness and bubbly personality caused other players to underestimate her, something that turned out to be a grave mistake. Marianne masterminded a massive blindside and found not one, but 2 immunity idols during her time on the island, enabling her to maneuver through the challenges expertly. Moving on to Survivor 44, Carolyn Weiger captured fans' hearts with her unpredictable and cutthroat gameplay. Though she didn't win the $1 million prize, Carolyn's eccentric style, fake idols, and strategic backstabbing definitely made her a standout contestant who left a lasting impact. We also can't forget Jesse Lopez from season 43, who showcased his strategic prowess, orchestrating multiple blindsides but ultimately faltering when it came to fire-making challenges, costing him a spot in the final jury. Genevieve Mushaluk from Survivor 47 added her own flair with her bold gameplay, flipping on allies and using deception to avoid elimination. Even though her emotional detachment earned her the moniker Ice Queen, she played admirably, leaving a mark on the season. Lastly, let's highlight Dee Valadares from Survivor 45, who recognized the game as a chessboard, meticulously cutting allies when they ceased to serve her goals. Her lethal social strategy paid off as she emerged as the sole survivor, a testament to her skill. So there you have it. These players have not only changed the way Survivor is played, but have also earned their places in Survivor history. Agree with our rankings? Think someone else deserves to be on this list? Let us know in the comments below. Finally, let's delve into the story of Kevin Leung and his dramatic exit from Survivor 48. Kevin's journey was filled with both physical and emotional challenges right from the start. In the premiere, he suffered a dislocated shoulder shortly after the opening challenge, a moment that would alter the course of his game dramatically. In our exclusive recap, Kevin shares his emotional roller coaster during those early days. Just when he thought he had a good footing, the tides turned dramatically in a shocking tribal council vote. Kevin faced a brutal blindsiding from his tribemates, a move that sent shockwaves through the audience as well. Reflecting on his experience, Kevin recounted how painful it was to realize he was the target. "When you see your name come up at tribal council, you're just stunned. It felt like all my hard work was slipping away in that moment," he said. Despite the pain of his shoulder and the stress of the game, Kevin embraced the challenge head-on. He even tried to push through the struggle with his injury, revealing that he didn't want to appear weak in front of the tribe. As he spoke about his shocking exit, Kevin highlighted how his gameplay accelerated due to the looming prospect of injury. "I knew it was do or die, and every vote felt like it meant everything to my survival in the game," he explained. Unfortunately, even with all his efforts, the alliance dynamics shifted against him. The urgency of his situation led him to make a bold move against Cy Hewley, but it backfired, resulting in his elimination. "It was hard to get that early exit. I had so many plans and aspirations for how I wanted to play the game," he reflected. Kevin also touched on the mental aspect of the game, discussing how isolating and intense the first few days were with an injury. Even after watching it play out on television, he was struck by the intensity of the experience. In a heartfelt conclusion, Kevin expressed gratitude for the journey itself, regardless of the outcome. Survivor challenges you in ways you never expect, and even though I've been voted out, I'm proud of how hard I fought, he shared. So, what do you think, Survivor fans? How do you feel about Kevin's exit? Would he have lasted longer if not for his shoulder injury? Share your thoughts in the comments.